Imagine you wake up tomorrow morning. You grab your phone, still half asleep, open your banking app, and suddenly, your eyes freeze. Available balance, 1 crore rupees. No lottery, no inheritance, just 100 lakh rupees sitting quietly in your account. Congratulations! You've officially become a crorepati. So let me ask you something. Would you still go to work on Monday? Most people watching this would probably say, of course not. And honestly, I would have said the same thing. But here's the uncomfortable truth. There's a very good chance you'd still be setting your alarm for Monday morning. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why. Hi, I am a mom of 2 really cute kids, and I have spent a lot of time in my career learning about finances, and also help a lot of folks manage their money. So if you are someone who wants to learn some money tips in simple terms, smash that subscribe button now. Let's be honest, every Indian kid has heard some version of this growing up. Beta, study hard. Get a good job. Buy a house. Become a crorepati. Life set. That was the dream. And for decades, nobody questioned it. Because somewhere along the way, 1 crore became more than just a number. It became a finish line. A symbol that said, you've made it. Your relatives would suddenly become very interested in your career. The same uncle who ignored you at family weddings would now ask for investment advice. And your parents? They'd finally stop comparing you to Sharmaji's son. Well, maybe. Let's not get carried away. Here's something I find fascinating. Why 1 crore? Why not 50 lakhs? Why not 2 crores? Who decided that 1 crore was the magic number? The answer is nobody. It simply made sense decades ago. Back then, 1 crore could buy multiple properties, generate a comfortable income, and genuinely change a family's future. But fast forward to today, everything has changed. House prices have changed. Healthcare costs have changed. Education costs have changed. Even your neighborhood chai somehow costs more than it did a few years ago. Yet, one thing hasn't changed: the dream. We're still chasing yesterday's definition of rich in today's economy. And that's where the problem begins. Let's try something. Imagine I transfer 1 crore into your account tonight. It's yours. What's the first thing you buy? A bigger house? A luxury SUV? A Europe trip? Maybe you finally tell your boss, I quit. Don't worry, no judgment. My first purchase would probably be food, because I've learned one important financial rule. Never make expensive decisions when you're hungry. But jokes aside, most of us immediately think about spending. Very few people stop and ask, what is this money actually supposed to do for me? And that single question changes everything. So let's meet 2 people, Rahul and Priya. Both are 35 years old, both have similar jobs, and tomorrow morning, both receive exactly 1 crore rupees. Rahul can't believe his luck. He starts planning immediately. A better apartment, a new SUV, a family vacation to Europe, finally replacing that phone whose battery dies faster than his motivation on a Monday morning. For the first few months, life feels amazing. But then, reality arrives. Maintenance charges, property tax, insurance, school admissions, healthcare, inflation. Every month, a new expense quietly walks through the front door. Meanwhile, Priya also receives 1 crore, but she doesn't spend a single rupee. She asks herself one question. Not, how much money do I have, but how long can this money take care of me? It's a tiny change in wording, but it leads to a completely different life. Because while Rahul sees 1 crore as something to spend, Priya sees it as something to protect. And over the next few minutes, we're going to discover why that difference matters far more than the amount itself. Because here's something most people never calculate. Having 1 crore and being financially free are two completely different things. So let's do the math. Here's where most people accidentally play the wrong game. They spend years trying to increase their salary. Nothing wrong with that. But salary alone rarely creates wealth. Imagine 2 people earning exactly the same amount. One spends every salary increase on a better lifestyle, a bigger house, a better car, a more expensive phone. The other spends part of every salary increase buying assets. Over the next 10 years, their incomes may look similar, but their futures won't. One person's lifestyle becomes more expensive every year. The other person's investments quietly begin paying for that lifestyle. That's the difference between looking wealthy and becoming wealthy. Now here's the mindset shift that changed everything for me. Stop asking, how much money do I need? Instead, ask, how much monthly income do I need to live the life I want? Because your expenses don't arrive once, they arrive every month. Rent, groceries, electricity, fuel, school fees, insurance, healthcare. Life sends you a monthly bill. So your goal shouldn't just be building a large bank balance. Your goal should be building assets that can generate enough income to cover those monthly expenses. That's your freedom number, not your net worth. Because once your investments can comfortably pay for your lifestyle, something incredible happens. You stop working because you have to, and you start working because you want to. That's a completely different life. And in the final part of this video, I'm going to show you how ordinary salaried people can actually build toward that freedom. Because financial freedom isn't reserved for millionaires. It's built one smart decision at a time. So instead of obsessing over one magical number, focus on 4 simple pillars. First, spend less than you earn. Sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people get a salary hike and immediately celebrate by upgrading everything except their investments. A better phone, a bigger EMI, a fancier vacation. Lifestyle inflation quietly steals future wealth, not because you're spending, but because every salary increase disappears before it gets a chance to grow. Second, invest consistently. Not when the market feels safe, not when your friend says it's the right time. Every month, month after month, whether the market is up, down, or doing whatever markets feel like doing on a Tuesday morning. Because consistency beats perfect timing, every single time. Third, increase your ability to earn. This is something many people underestimate. You can only reduce your expenses so much. Eventually, there's no Netflix subscription left to cancel. But your income? That has no ceiling. Learn a new skill, negotiate your salary, start a side business, freelance, teach, create content. The biggest investment you'll ever make is investing in yourself. And finally, give your investments time. Everyone wants overnight success. Nobody wants overnight patience. Compounding doesn't look impressive in the beginning. It looks boring. Then, one day, it looks unbelievable. That's because time is doing the heavy lifting, while most people aren't paying attention. So, let's come back to where we started. Imagine you wake up tomorrow morning, you open your banking app, and there's 1 crore sitting in your account. Would it change your life? Absolutely. Would it solve every financial problem forever? Probably not. Because the number itself was never the dream. The dream was waking up, knowing your bills are covered, knowing you can spend time with your family without constantly worrying about money. That's what financial freedom really looks like. And the beautiful thing is, you don't need to win a lottery to get there. You simply need a plan, a little patience, and the discipline to let time work in your favor. So, here's my challenge for you. Tell me your freedom number. And if this video changed the way you think about money, hit the subscribe button and share it with someone who still believes becoming a crorepati is the finish line.